Hello, everybody. I got a message today from a sister that I knew at a different church that I used to go to. And this was years ago, where I had given my testimony about losing my leg due to a drunk driver. And she just sent me a testimony on Sunday that she's an Uber driver. And every time she picks up somebody who's drunk, she thinks about my testimony and stuff, but that her stepfather, was on his fifth DUI, and she shared her story with him about me losing my leg to a drunk driver, and he gave his life to the Lord. And it just impacted me so much that my testimony, which sometimes I feel is nothing, it impacted her life. And then she shared it with her dad, with her stepfather. And her stepfather came and gave his life to the Lord and is getting himself together. It's like, we don't know the impact that we're going to have on somebody's life. And it may just be a simple act of kindness. It may just be sitting there with someone and telling them that you see them, that they're important to you. We don't know. We don't know what our kindness will do to somebody, or sharing our testimony. And your testimony doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It could just be like, hey, you know what? I'm going through this, and I'm human just like you are. I can't tell you how much her testimony that she's inboxed me has meant to me, that the Lord used it at the right time. Because today I was just thinking about like the time that I feel that I have wasted 35 years in my disobedience to the Lord when he gave me the warning before I was hit by the car. But that's another story. And I was just thinking about that. And then I saw, I had this notice, on my phone, but literally it was from Sunday morning. And I read it just now, and it answered, like, God is like, nothing that you do, even your mistakes, I've made provision for you, for it to all work out for my good. And that testimony just hit me at so many levels, and it was at the exact time that I needed to hear it. So it's like God knew exactly the time that I needed to hear that message. And it just shows, like, truly just the love of God and how he orchestrates everything for the perfect time, So how does this affect you? No mistake in your life is ever without God turning it into something good. And no, God does not give us sickness. And no, God does not allow evil things to happen to us. And he all that stuff, that is the work of the enemy. What God does allow is God allows for restoration. God allows for us to come to him and say, hey, God, I messed up in this area, or this was a choice and this was the consequences of the choices that I made. So God, forgive me and redeem my time and show me how I can turn this around for something good. Because God is always good, no matter what, even when he gives us a papao. Because you parents, I'm not a parent, I don't have any biological kids, but when you're a parent, you discipline your kids, right? You discipline them and you let them know, like, hey, don't do that, because if not, you're going to get these consequences. And what do? They may go out and they may touch the fire. They may go out and run down the stairs and fall, right? And skin their knee. Well, there's consequences to that. And there's consequences to our sin too, right? But God is so good that even though we may do something that he tells us not to do, once we ask for forgiveness and we ask him to show us how to do better and how to redeem that time and how to turn it around for good. If you were a drug addict and you're free, that's your testimony. If you were a single mom or a single dad and going through something and struggling, that's your testimony, right? God can turn anything into a testimony once we turn it around. And even the smallest things, no matter what. So, thank you, Mama. You know who you are. I love you so very much. And guys, have a great day today. Be safe. Enjoy this beautiful weather. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay? Love you. Bye.